Mr. Mailman in the mail truck.
What's up, Wise Ones? On Wise Wednesdays, Wise Academy has a goal to bring communities together with retrospect, introspect, and much respect to business owners, influencers, and overall really good people. These really good people will be sharing their knowledge that they have acquired throughout their journey to impart on the groups or individuals to wise up the masses. Today, our special guest...
Peace Tribe, and what's up, Wise Wednesdays? My name is Benzel Jimmerson. I'm the Chief Visionary Officer, CBO of Metro Deep.
Will provide us some insight on who they are, what they do, and the wisdom they wish to gift us with so we can wise up and step into our power as a wise one.
I'm a son, I'm a brother, I'm a father. I got 8 kids, 2 sets of twins, from 20 all the way down to 3 years old. Family means a tremendous amount to me. Child of God, that means a lot in so many different ways as well. I'm a traveler, I'm an athlete. I like to explore the world in so many different ways and through so many different people. And so truly honored to be here and look forward to having a conversation with y'all today. Let me tell you a little bit about Metro Deep, what we do, who we are, why we're here. Metro Deep is actually a Black economic development organization. And what does that really mean? The average Black family will be at $0 wealth by 2053. Now that was in 2019 that was true, right? You know, we have to do something about that. By 2032, we will have lost $62 billion in assets because we haven't done things as a community like estate planning, tax planning, you know, properly investing and insuring, all kinds of different factors, having us lose our homes, lose different assets from a business perspective, all kinds of different things. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, you know, always had something. I built businesses, I've done this, but I've always been pulled back to community. And so I've always kind of been in a place of seeing an issue and being able to create something around and then bringing other people to it so that it has life beyond me. And that's going to be important for many reasons as you all kind of see what happens with Metro Deep next. What is Metro Deep really doing? Well, I start at the very top. At 50,000 feet, we have a theory of change. For those of y'all that aren't familiar, a theory of change is like, what do you want to see in 20 or 30 or 50 years down the road as a result of the work that you're doing? Right? And we boiled it down to a simple statement, which is making the wealth mentality the most sought after way of being Black, right? Right now, it's gangster, it's athlete, it's entertainer, it's powerful, it's rich, it's, you know, it's so many different things that people put the most onus on, the most respect on, right? Some people it's a politician, some people it is a businessman or this or that or the other thing, a businesswoman, right? Who are kicking our behinds, by the way, right now. Peace to Black women, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all doing the dang thing. And so, you know, that means Black men, we got to do better, right? We got to do better, we got to lead and make sure that those foundations are strong all the way around us. So, you know, all those things being said, it's how do we ensure that, you know, we are in any way, right, that the wealth mentality, because you can be all them things, right, and have a wealth mentality versus anything else, versus poverty, versus rich, versus, you know, what does that mean? That means I'm setting my family up to generation after generation after generation, having something based on the time and the work that I've put in, right, and the things that we've done and the people that I've been able to put around, right, inside of my life. And the same thing is true for everybody. And so how do we make sure that we spend our time in such a way that our family is benefiting from our works generations down the line, right? So that's at 50,000 feet. We want to see that as like the most sought after way. Beyond that, like kind of getting more into the nitty-gritty stuff, you know, there's a vision statement. Vision is to improve the health and socioeconomic well-being of African-descended people through full ownership of our economic destiny. It means that we have agency. It means that, you know, we don't need to anymore, right, look towards others to do for us because we have every asset. The system is set up, right, in a certain kind of a way, and it's set up, you know, it's not broken. It's working exactly like it was designed to do, right, and it wasn't built for us, right, not at all in any kind of way, manner, shape, or form, and that makes it hard, right? It makes it hard for our future orientation to work a certain kind of a way, this, that, the other thing, but you have to really look around you and see who's doing things and how much we actually have, and then figure out how do we work together a little bit better, right? I'm not saying we all got to hold hands and kumbaya. What I am saying is we got to understand each other a little bit better in different ways so that we have the opportunity to utilize our agency and our own economic destiny, meaning, right, that like we came from wealth. We came from starting the world in many, many different ways. People think blacks started at slavery. No, sir, right? There's an entire history beyond that, which is why we say African descended. Plus, you know, that populated the world. So we knew that we had to, there's no way that internally as an organization we would be able to, nor that we would want to, right, be the only ones and the best experts in the room at all times, right? So we really believe very, very, very deeply in our partnerships, right? And partnerships really looks like, you know, we can be a core partner. People also that are providing a particular service in terms of the work happening with youth, right? Or the work happening in career and workforce, the work happening with entrepreneurs that are so good at what they do and they've been doing it so long. Why not just work with them? High impact, high paying, high growth, and high access, right? Meaning, this is one of those, it's kind of recession proof, it's bulletproof, it's all of those things, right? So we have a lot of opportunity and we'd love to see people become owners outside of it, right? Are there black folks with 20 plus acres of land inside of their families, this, that, the other thing? If so, we can change your economic future for your family, period. Right? We have several different ways and methods in order to do that. But we have a chief engineer that does phenomenal work and can design anything. We work with some construction companies that can build anything. So we're really excited about, you know, the opportunities to continue to change people's lives through that with solar and or wind. In water, we're not quite there at all yet. And we're just kicking this new company off. So thinking about all this for-profit stuff, right? Is there a conflict in values there? No, it's not. We're an economic development organization. It doesn't make sense for us to always need from people that don't even really want to give it to us at the end of the day, right? For the rest of our existence, we have to become self-sustainable. So each one of those companies, right, and 10% of the profits go right into the nonprofit. And if you think about the volume and the opportunity for growth within each one of those industries, you know, we can easily run the nonprofit in several different areas, right? Just based on that 10% profit. Of course, we will always take the foundation's money who wants to give it to us, the overall corporate community, the people that we can help by providing supported employees, right? By providing entrepreneurship support that's really ready in a lot of different ways, and providing excited youth who have a future orientation who are strong. And so, you know, we believe that we really need to exist in both the spaces, separated businesses, but both spaces in order to truly be a Black economic development organization. Impart some wisdom. And really the first one that I want to talk about is a conversation around values. Families to sit around the dinner table, sit around the fire, to sit outside, to, you know, play them card games, them dominoes, them spades, then whatever we gonna do, y'all, you know how we do, right? Some good eats around us, and have conversations that are deeper than other people, right? That are deeper than events, but really about ideas, right? And values, I think, are the deepest sense of ideas, right? Because they ground us as human beings, as individuals. If you think about all the different hats that you wear, right? What do you want people to say about you? Think of one important person in each one of those areas with each one of those hats, right? One person inside of each one of those places. Imagine them standing up at your funeral. What do you want them to say about you? You know, that's kind of the starting place that begins for you to think about, well, what is my life's mission? What do I really stand for? What am I willing, 10 toes, no matter, it's incompromisable, this is who I am, right? I think that's an important place, right, to think about, is what are your uncompromisables? And then what is that thing that you know, you can put on your mirror, put on your wall, put, you know, on your ceiling for when you wake up, right? And for me, it's one healthy generation to hold children, starting with my own. You know, then really looking at, you know, what does duty mean, right? I had an experience very, very, very recently that has increased duty to now a value that I never really thought of in the same way. You know, I know what was sitting on my shoulders, right, for many, 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 many years. But, you know, now, like, oh, duty is like here and you gotta meet it. With those closest to you, have the conversations, y'all. Figure out who it is that you are from a values-based space and place, right? And that will guide you in so many different ways through so many different things. If you show me the 5 people that you spend the most time with, I'll tell you who you is. And that's hard, you know what I mean? That's hard. I love the hood. I love the streets. You know what I mean? I love athletics. I love this, that, and the other thing, and these different ways of life, right? You know, and sometimes I have to say bye to people for now, right? I can't spend time in your space and where you're at giving energy because I can't help the poor if I'm one of them. So I decided to get rich and get back, and to me, that's the win-win. That's Jay-Z. I try to surround myself with people smarter than me, people better than me, because, you know, even though I'm definitely, I got my strong personality, you know, I got my alpha ways, right? And I really try my very hardest not to move with ego. I want you to be better than me. I want you to be stronger than me. I don't care if you got more money than me. That means you know something I don't know, and I would like to know it. But that means that I have to provide some value for you to want to share with me, right? Or some authenticity, right? In order for you to want to share with and create a dual value, right? Because I believe in, you know, one thing my father taught me that I hold super, super close to me is like, when I come somewhere, make it better, not worse. You know what I mean? There's 2 other things that I'd want to talk about real quickly. Fuck a box. I don't believe in boxes. I don't like boxes, right? I love circles, right? I love triangles, they're powerful. You know, but boxes, you know, and so why live in a box? Why live in a neighborhood only? Why live in a city only? Why live in why live in only one place of mentality, one religion, one anything? The danger of a single story. Look that up on TED Talks. The danger of a single story. It's depleting of our spirit. You need to stop and you need to live in who you are. A reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's how people come to you, right? I think those are incredibly important things for us to think about is simply time. And how much do I got? And even more so, how much am I guaranteed? You know? Though none of us got that answer. And so while I'm here, what do I want to do with it? What do I want to do with my time while I'm here? Because I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. I don't. I want to enjoy my time, and I also want to be intentional about my time. I want to have time to do me. And you know the most consistent theme inside of that? Naps. I get my rest, you know? And so I think even in that, it's important. Your rest is important as well as your waking hours, right? Be intentional about it. Why am I doing what I'm doing? You know, and that's a really simple question to ask yourself. And does it align with, you know, me not being in that box, but me being outside of? And I think that has the opportunity for like human evolution, right? To the next stage, to the next place. And that's really it. If you're an entrepreneur, let us help you. Please let us help you. Go check out our programs tab, look at Mastermind Plus. We have a cohort starting on September 21st. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you if you're truly in the growth stage. But it don't matter, wherever you are, like put in an application and let us know you. And at very minimum, we'll do a workshop with you and get you orientated to the people that we know outside that do the startup stuff. And then we always want to have a relationship. So when you're ready to get ready to scale and do things, the most innovative, the most growth kind of pieces, we're here for you. So we just want to be here as a service. If you're already great, we'd love to partner with you, and make you a part of this ecosystem in some kind of a way. Reach out. Let's get down. And I want to give a huge shout out to the WiseWons. I want to give a huge shout out to the WiseWons, because the WiseWons put me onto this, and I didn't even know how this project was going to work, man. My boy Trey, the video guru, came through, and and we put it together. Nah, man, it's an honor. It's an honor, it's a privilege to have shared anything with you, and I hope that I've been able to share something today that has some value for you in your life. And again, we just love to connect. I'm second to none. I'm a wise one.
Ain't no defeat, only lessons learned and
Well,
won.
folks, you heard it here and you heard it clear. There was so much that goes into becoming a wise one. But we can learn from the wisdom of others as the African American proverb, each one teach one, becomes prevalent in our everyday lives, and over time, grants us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. I'm Coach J Love, and these wise words are powered by Wise Academy. Happy Wise Wednesday.
Ain't no defeat, only lessons learned
You
and
can
won.
definitely check out www.metrodeep.com. And you can see all the things, our events, our membership, our sponsorship, our programs, there's a lot on there, y'all. Like, check it out. It's super dope. MetroDeep.com.
That unconditional love, so one ain't no defeat, only lessons learned and won. Then we break bread and we feast. Ain't no better love than my brothers. Your mother, my mother. Outside of our side, we collide and ride on the others. That my brothers up in the bleachers, amped up like speakers, sharing pain like Cain. That my main and I'm your keeper. Shit, if I shot it, you shot it. I bought it, you bought it. Making all my dreams, so if I got it, you got it. One life to live, to give.
One life to live.
So I'm my brother's keeper.